You humans love calling us your fur babies, but have you ever wondered how we see you? Here's the funny thing. You might be right. Some humans think we see them as servants, or maybe just friendly roommates who pay the rent. But the truth is, many of us do see you as our parents. Surprised? Don't be. In this video, I'll reveal 15 unmistakable signs that prove your cat truly sees you as their parent. Sign 1. Our special language with you. You might notice we develop different meows for different things we want. A short chirping trill might mean, hey, look at this, while a long drawn-out melodic meow usually means, I'm hungry. Some of us even develop specific high-pitched chirps just for greeting our favorite humans in the morning. That's because we figure out which sounds get the best response from you, just like we did with our cat mom. In fact, we usually meow more at humans than at other cats. And let's be honest, if we waited for you to understand ear twitches and tail flicks, we'd probably starve. Sign 2. Beyond human hearing. Speaking of meows, here's something funny about you humans. Your ears aren't very good at picking up certain sounds. We cats can hear way better than you. While you can hear sounds up to 20,000 hertz, we can hear up to 85,000. This remarkable hearing allows us to detect the soft rustle of a treat bag, or the barely perceptible sigh that tells us you might need some comfort. Sometimes, when we want your attention, we'll make these super high-pitched meows like we used to do with our cat mom. Then we get confused when you don't respond. It took me a while to figure out that you weren't ignoring us. You just couldn't hear us. Sign 3. The mood meter. I've got to tell you about the secret language of tails. Since you humans aren't great at reading our subtle signals, we use our tails to speak volumes. When we see our humans and shoot our tails straight up, it's like giving you a big, excited wave. Back when we were tiny kittens with our cat moms, we would do the same thing. And here's a fun cat secret. When our tails start to wiggle while they're up, that means we're super excited. Our whole tails become happiness flags. But watch out. When we cats start swishing our tails side to side, that's a whole different story. It usually means we're getting annoyed, like when you're late with our dinner. Sign 4. Head bumps of love. Once we cats have got your attention with our meows and tail signals, we often move on to more direct contact. We love those moments when we bump our heads against you, what you humans call bunting. But for us cats, it's much more than just a cute gesture. We're actually marking you with our scent, claiming you as part of our family. Those scent glands on our heads are like our special communication tool. When we rub against you, we're telling every other cat in the neighborhood, this human belongs to me. It's like putting a big, invisible sign that says, my family, right on you. Sign 5. Love bites. After head bumps, we cats have another interesting way of showing affection. Those gentle nibbles that might puzzle you. Let me explain our cat perspective. When we were tiny kittens, we'd give tiny bites to our mom and siblings as a sign of love. For us cats, it's like a family hug, but with teeth. We sometimes forget that you humans don't have fur to protect you, so our love bites might feel a bit different to you. But trust me, when we give you these little nips, we're saying, I totally accept you in the most cat-like way possible. It's our special language of affection that we learned from our very first days. Sign 6. Making biscuits. We cats have this bizarre ritual where we press our paws up and down on your lap. We know humans call it making biscuits for some reason, but to us, it's a memory from kittenhood. We learned this move when we were tiny kittens nursing from our cat mom. It helped get the milk flowing back then. Now, when we do it to you, it means we're super comfortable and happy, just like we were with our original mother. A warning to our human friends. We sometimes forget about our claws during these moments of pure feline affection. Maybe keep a thick blanket nearby for our special cat kneading sessions. Sign 7. The Soother. Just like kneading, we have another comfort behavior from our nursing days. Some of us cats have this habit of sucking on your fingers or soft blankets. I know it probably seemed weird to you, but let me explain. This usually happens with cats who had to leave their mom too early. It's like how human babies use pacifiers. It reminds us of being with our mother and makes us feel safe. When we cats do this with you, it means we see you as our new parent figure. When we do this with you, we're saying, you're not just my human, you're my safe place, just like mom was. Sign 8. Vulnerable hours. Now we're getting to the really serious trust stuff. We cats are very particular about where we sleep because in the wild, sleeping leaves us vulnerable to predators. Even though the scariest thing in your home is probably the noisy vacuum cleaner, this ancient instinct remains strong. If we choose to sleep next to you or on top of you, it's a sign of deep trust that goes back to our earliest days with our mother. We cats don't let our guard down easily, but when we're snoozing near you, we feel completely protected. Some of us even stretch out on our backs, exposing our bellies, our most vulnerable spot. It's the ultimate display of trust, showing that we've chosen you as our protector. Plus, you're warm and make a comfortable pillow. Sign 9. Combat training. This trust also shows up in how we cats play with you. When we attack your feet under the covers or pounce on your hands, we're not being little troublemakers. We're treating you exactly like our mom. This is how we learned survival skills from our mother. When we do this with you, it means we trust you enough to practice our hunting moves. Though between you and me, you humans should really think about getting some fur. Your skin is way too easy to scratch. Maybe wear thick socks until then? Sign 10. The Babysitter's Club. Speaking of trust, we cats have the ultimate way of showing how much we adore our chosen humans. If we see you as our true parent, we might just bring our precious kittens to you to babysit. It's just like how human parents sometimes leave their kids with grandparents. We cats have our own way of saying we trust you so much by letting you take care of our babies just like you took care of us. Sign 11. Mirror, mirror. Just like kids pick up their parents' habits, we cats tend to act a lot like you. If you're a calm person who likes quiet evenings, chances are your cat will be pretty chill too. If you're energetic and love moving around, don't be surprised if your cat is bouncing off the walls. We learn how to be in the world by watching our parents. This is why my human always finds me sitting and staring at screens too. I figured it must be important, since they do it so much. Since we're both here staring at screens anyway, why not make it a regular thing? Subscribe to keep our digital bonding time going. Sign 12. Shadow dance. This copying goes beyond just personality. When we follow you around the house, sit where you sit, or try to sleep when you sleep, we're doing what we did with our cat mom. We learned about life by watching her, and now we're learning about life by watching you. Even when we don't get why you do things. Like seriously, what's so great about that water falling from the ceiling in the bathroom? We still copy you because that's what good kittens do. Sign 13. Sharing food, or trying to. Our desire to copy you even extends to food. We cats are always on the lookout for a chance to taste whatever you're eating, even when we get regular meals and treats. This isn't greed, it's instinct. Kittens learn what's safe to eat by watching their mother. So when we see you eating something, we assume it must be good for us too. In fact, a study once showed that kittens will choose to eat what their mother eats, even if it's not a typical cat food. That's why we might ignore our own meal and try to sniff, paw at, or even steal yours. Even though you keep insisting that chocolate isn't for cats, we're just trying to follow your lead. We cats like to know what our parents find delicious. Sign 14, the scent connection. The secret behind many of these behaviors lies in our powerful sense of smell. It's 14 times stronger than yours, and we rely on scent far more than sight to understand our world. If we want to feel close to you when you're not around, we don't look at a picture like humans do. We find something that smells like you. That's why you might come home to find us curled up on your pillow, your slippers, or your favorite spot on the couch. Being surrounded by your scent makes us feel safe and connected to you, just like our mother's scent did when we were kittens. For us cats, your smell is the closest thing to your presence. And that's everything. Sign 15, separation stories. Let's talk about how deeply we miss you when you're gone. It really shows just how much you mean to us. Some of us cats become heartbroken when our human parents leave. We might follow you around before you go, cry out for you while you're away, or become your shadow when you finally return. Some of us even stop eating. It's not because we're trying to make you feel guilty. Okay, maybe a little. It's because you're our parent figure, and the emptiness we feel when you're gone is just like missing our cat mom. Speaking of showing affection, why not press that like button? It means as much to us as your daily cuddles. The next time your cat does any of these things, remember, they're not just random behaviors or attempts to drive you crazy. We might not be able to say I love you in your language, but we found our own special ways to tell you that you mean the world to us, that you're not just our human, but our chosen parent. Of course, like any parent-child relationship, it's a two-way street. Sometimes we need you just as much as you need us. If you've ever wondered if your cat feels lonely sometimes, find out the secret signals even the most confident cats can't hide by watching this next video. Stay fresh, my friends.